good night, everyone. Tonight, God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Army J. of Spiritual Vines. I'm here to give you some of the show news on tonight. And first I wanna say about the Black history. You know, been talking. We have like a couple more. We got one more day for Black history. And when I talk about Black history, I don't never say, oh, don't worry about the slavery. The slavery is part of our history. You know, slavery is part of our history. So what I want to talk about today is inflation. Is the Wall Street react to the new inflation report? I mean, it's gone extremely high. The report has sent the down S&P 500 and a stock market index index measure the performance of the collection of the stock by measuring these stock collectors. You know, is performing better than only looking at the performance. You know, of a single stock. So they look at the report and the numbers are just gone sky high. Tumbling to the end of the week. They say by the end of this week, by next week, the pressure mount on Federal Reserve to lower the prices. So there'll be a big help right there if they lower the prices. News. News on inflation that sent Wall Street into a spin prices. On many of the items that we buy. Went up more than we expected. Last month it raises fear over what the Fed may have to do next. The inflation is still high, but the federal is thinking about lowering the prices. You know, so um, so it's now under even more pressure. You know, to bring down the prices. That we may pay. So the Fed referral index in inflation rose 5.4%. So in January from the year ago, that was more than expected, and even when you take out raises food the food prices, everything is just high. So food, everything what you normally used to pay for the meat and stuff, all that had went up. So the energy, we already know that went up. The energy prices. You know, accelerate to 4.7%, after cooling, for several months. Everybody was in energy the other day, about 2 or 3 days ago. To say like a couple of months it was real high because of the weather. So now the reason why this report is so closely watched is because it reflects America's spending as they facing these higher, day-to-day costs. And it showed that consumer are religion buying product, you know, like cars, appliance, TVs, even those prices tag have gone up probably is that the Fed is normally trying to show down spending, because anything we're trying to buy, like the car, the TV, the interest rate, everything is just going so high, you know. With the interest rate, like if you pay something that usually be $98 or $100, the tax rate is going up higher. They're trying to do the opposite of that in order to cool off those high prices. Inflation. So that means that is you're trying to buy, if you're trying to buy a new home, and pay off your credit card balance. The cost of borrowing money, could get even more expensive small, rates that are already sticking and triggering up if you're trying to take out, fix, if you're trying to take out, buying, getting a loan, everything is just so high, the interest rate, so last year the good news was is that those higher interest, rate mean that you could be earning more on your money in your bank account, especially in your saving account. So that'd be a good idea. You know, uh, to account on your saving account. You know, so inflation is still high right now, but the federal is looking into trying to lower the prices. You know, so this is reflect American spending. You know, as we facing these higher, day to day costs. You know, this will be hard to buy products like they say a car, a home, appliance, TV. You know, pay off money, expenses, mortgage. You know, it's gonna be hard to try to get all these things, especially try to get a credit card. You know, the interest rate is high. You know, so if you try to buy anyone, any one of these items, it would be high interest. You know, to also want to charge higher interest, it will be a good idea if they're gonna charge lower rates on a saving account. You know, so I just request that federal do lower the prices. But and I request that these high prices on everything, go down. You know, we have to cut back on a whole lot of spending. Also, because everything is going up, and then you got your bills to pay. So pretty much you ain't gonna have money to spend on hardly anything because everything is so high. Cost of living is so expensive. The inflation prices, have to go down. To purchase a car, a house, or anything, the interest is just gonna be high on anything that you try to purchase. So lower the lower the prices. So we'll be able to keep up with the academy with the inflation. Because long as inflation is high, long as the products and everything is high, we won't be able to get anything else but struggle and try to keep the bills paid. So minimum wage is expenses of living. Keep going the way it's going. Minimum wage is gonna have to go up. I know I was question on that a month ago. Minimum wage is gonna have to go up. I know in New Orleans it's still 7.25, and I had requests for that to go to 11.25. But in the other states, I know it's way more. It's 11.25 is pretty much not enough. Because get a pack of pork chops is what about $18 now. So everything is the cost of living is just extra higher now. You know, that's the news on inflation, and I hope I pray that I request that federal that is looking into it to lower the prices. So we just got to hope that all these prices that constantly should go down. Should go down because the minimum wage gonna constantly gonna have to keep on going up for everyone to keep up with the living expenses. So that's all the news I have for you today, and I see y'all on the next video.